I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation. I'm going to talk about 4 must-haves for you to build a very successful business loan brokerage firm. Many people, when they start an online business, they have huge goals, but they'll be satisfied if they generate a few $1,000s a month. When you ask someone, in all honesty, how much would you be satisfied with when you start this business? A lot of the times, their gut feeling tells them, if I just do 5 to 10K per month, I'll be pretty good. And there is nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly fine because most people work more than 40, 50 hours a week. But my definition of a successful business loan brokerage firm is somebody beyond that level. A lot of the online businesses can help you generate a few $1,000s here and there. Most of them will not allow you to scale beyond $20,000. In the lending industry, you're capable of doing that. That's why this industry is super special. Number 4, you have to have a complete control over your lead sources. You need to have an automated lead generation system. A lot of the times at that stage, you're probably doing volume or you want to do volume, right? The easiest way to do volume is a couple of different things. One is set up one of the paid advertising channels, either Facebook advertising or YouTube advertising. Our clients are having massive success with YouTube advertising. It's like an untapped resource for business loan brokers that's going to give you more volume than you can handle usually, which is a good thing for a business that wants to grow. You want to have more leads than you know what to do with, not the other way around. It's usually the other way around. People get a few leads and they try to make them work. You don't try to make deals work. The deals are either there or not. You try to generate a lot of leads so you can cherry pick. You work with the easiest people, most straightforward transaction, low-hanging fruits. Then every once in a while, if you get a whale deal, that's fine. That's gravy. That might take you a month to 2 months, but that might be, providing you $100,000, $200,000 on that deal. But you can't just cling to every lead that you get and try to make it work. I see that mistake so commonly. Like, that's how you can tell if someone is a pipeline problem. They only have a few leads and they're trying to make them work. You're trying to make something that's not there and it's going to be painful. And in this industry, unlike other businesses, there is no shortage of leads. Like, think about real estate, for example. Either it's the seller's market or the buyer's market. If the Fed increases the interest, then your lead sources can be cut off because you're catering to a specific geographic location and you can only deal with the number of homes in that geographic location, and the market determines if people want to sell or people want to buy. So you have very little control. Whereas in business lending industry, people always need money. It's just a matter of you getting out of your comfort zone and tapping into those millions of people out there. You have to have full control over your lead sources so you're never short of leads, and that's relatively easy to do. Number 2 must-have is you cannot just be bound to one funding option. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're in the lending industry. People need money. A lot of the times, they don't know different lending options. The one thing that I see very commonly, people just cling to one product and they only offer that. Now, I have nothing against niching down on one industry and one product. That's awesome. But you need to have resources that if your one product doesn't work for that customer, you still monetize that lead. Either you send it over to your referral partners or you build a company that can fund those multiple deals. Alternative lending industry has so many different lending options that range from $5,000 to $100 million. 10 years ago, that range was very small. It was just mostly merchant cash advance, and the average deal would be considered 20, 30K, and that was about it. Now, that's not the case anymore. Whether they have zero credit, good credit, bad credit, are they a startup, are they a real estate company, are they a major corporation? When you have that many options, it does not make any financial and business sense for you to just offer one product. You have to niche down in this industry, but then have access to multiple lending options. That's so important. Number 3 must have knowledge on the lending options and the lending partners who would support you. The worst thing you can potentially do is generate a bunch of leads and qualify people on lending options that you know not much about, and you don't have any lenders to back it up, and you go deal shopping. You take your deals to lenders and they don't know you, you don't know them, and they might take your deal and not pay you. They might take your deal and you might find out that that deal was not a good fit. It just gets complicated and messy. That's not a good way to build and scale a business to a level of becoming a successful business loan broker. And the last part is you need to get guidance. You need to get help, whether that's your ex-boss or your spouse or your friend who has a lot more business expertise than you do. I know everyone is looking for a shortcut. The grass looks greener on the other side. People jump from one thing to another because they think that other business is better and they do different things to get quick results. If you're genuinely looking for a shortcut, the best shortcut I can give you is follow someone who's done it before. Whether it's me or someone else, find a mentor. I guarantee you that it's going to shave years and so much pain off of your life. I've made those mistakes. I used to have 4 companies, 3 of them failed. I was just winging it. Quickly, I realized after getting coaching from reputable people, my mistakes were highlighted for me. And once you fix it, your job becomes a lot easier. If you're trying to build a 7-figure company, you cannot afford to go through trial and error. I see many brokers who still believe in having an office full of people, Wolf of Wall Street style sales process. Your life is going to suck. It's not easy to run a profitable business like that. You can still have an office full of people, but your profit margins must be super high for you to handle that overhead. I know you might be confident of your own ability, which you should be, but at the same time, be objective enough to accept that you might not know it all. Other people might have other life experiences that might help you. Look at every invention out there and every inventor whose name you know of. They're not the first person who started that invention. They just relied on the expertise and the experience of their predecessors. If you're trying to make a few $1,000s up to $10,000 a month, that's perfectly fine. Business loan broker just for you. But if you want to go beyond that, if you're an aspiring entrepreneur who's looking to make a lot of money or maybe become a millionaire, you need to have those 4 things in place. Hopefully this helps. I put a training right here, our training system, our methodology, our philosophy of business landing blueprint. If you like these videos, comment below and subscribe to our channel, like this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care now.